Today's question, what happens when God delivers his people through an imperfect man? We're in Judges chapter 15, and Samson's story in chapter 15 starts messy. He goes back to see his Philistine wife, only to find out her father gave her away to another man, and that insult sparks a fire. Literally. Samson catches 300 foxes, ties torches between their tails, sets them loose in the Philistine fields, the crops, the vineyards, the olive groves, all gone in flames. The Philistines strike back by burning Samson's wife and her father alive. Violence just keeps escalating. Samson's angry. He says, since you acted like this, I won't stop until I've taken revenge. And he strikes them down. It's not pretty, but here's the thing. God is using even Samson's anger to humble the Philistines and weaken their grip on Israel. Now, the Philistines ain't going to let this slide. They march into Judah and demand Samson be handed over. And here's the heartbreaking part. 3,000 men of Judah go to Samson and say, don't you know the Philistines rule over us? What are you doing bringing trouble? Instead of rallying behind Samson, they bow to their oppressors. Fear made them more loyal to their chains than to God's deliverance. And that's what sin does. It convinces you slavery is safer than freedom. They bind Samson with these ropes and hand him over. But when the Philistines come shouting against him, the Spirit of the Lord rushes upon him. The ropes melt off like flax and fire, and Samson grabs the jawbone of a donkey, and with that one weapon, he strikes down 1,000 men. Think about that. God took the most ordinary, unlikely thing, a dead bone, and used it as a tool of deliverance. After the battle, Samson's exhausted, he's thirsty. He cries out to God, you've given this great victory by my hand, but am I now to die of thirst and fall into the hands of the uncircumcised? And God splits open a hollow place. Water gushes out. Samson's revived. That little detail reminds us Samson's strength wasn't really his own. He needed God just as much as Israel did. Now here's where the gospel shines. Samson brought a deliverance through fire, through revenge, and the jawbone of a donkey. Jesus brought deliverance through humility, sacrifice, and the cross. Samson's victory was bloody and temporary. Jesus' victory was perfect and eternal. Samson cried out for water to keep living. Jesus cried out, I thirst, so that living water could be given to us forever. So what's this chapter teach us? God can use even flawed instruments to bring us deliverance. And fear of man keeps God's people enslaved. And true deliverance doesn't come from a man like Samson, but from the perfect deliverer, Jesus Christ. So keep reading your Bible and don't be dumb.